All right. We should be live. What's up, everybody? We're live.
Fala galera, hello family friends from around the world. What's up? Good morning. Anyways, welcome to our first show of the Elite Influencers. This show that we're going to be doing twice a week live around the world. And again, this is about education, entertainment, empowerment. And so these shows, we're going to have a bunch of great guests. We got some huge announcements to come your way. And
it's a total behind-the-scenes look of what KJG Productions is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes. Why don't you show them? We set up another camera for you on our video mixer.
Take a look here. We're behind the scenes.
We're behind the scenes. There you go. There's us up on the monitor. It's pretty cool.
The reason for that is we want you guys to see our setup. So this is a really cool show for you guys to be educated, be empowered, but we want you to see our facility. We want you to see our capabilities and what we're working with to influence you, encourage you. So the sky's the limit here. You all have the same power at your fingertips, and we're here to serve you, right?
So yeah, we want to introduce you to one of our staff members, Alexis Amador. Come on over here. If you haven't met Alexis, she's going to come on in camera, sneak in here. No, come on in the middle over here, behind us over here. And so this is Alexis Nicole Amador, and she is our business development executive. See everybody, she's there. If you're watching live, listen, we want you to go to YouTube so you can see the actual live show with all the mixes and lower thirds and all the cool stuff that we're doing over there. Right, Marco?
So for you on YouTube, if you're watching, we have multiple feeds going on. Our personal Facebook feeds are live. We're trying to encourage people to come here on YouTube to watch. So let's give them a history of why we're here. This is the first show.
Say goodbye, Alexis.
Bye.
And then over here on my live feed,
she's in the behind the scenes, so you'll still be seeing her.
There's the big girl, Leanna de los Reyes. She's over there. She's our director of tech. She's watching us live on YouTube. Excuse me. Again, this is a live show, so we'll apologize in advance for any mistakes, errors. Again, we're working really hard to make sure that this show, as we broadcast it live, is as accurate, entertaining. Again, we want to bring facts. But I got to tell you, there are some really cool things happening here at KJ. So Marco's going to get back to the point earlier about who we are, kind of where we started. So I'm going to let Marco share that story. Tell him what's going on, Marco.
Cool. Well, let's start with who we are at KJG Productions. I could speak for myself and my background where I come from. I have a 12-year experience in video production. And if we could talk about, fate and how paths crossed. One day I came across a post looking through that beautiful site we all know called Craigslist, looking for opportunities, looking for like-minded people. And I discovered this man that I found out was later a man, myth, and legend, who is Kevin-James Gonzalez. We crossed paths working on a couple projects there. We definitely saw opportunity, the way our personalities click. Definitely we have a cool balance of how to work together, and that embarked our journey. But we have many years of experience. I've been doing video production since I was 19 years old. I've worked in many facets of video production as far as studio production, TV shows. I'm a contributor to California Life, a beautiful show with Heather Dawson. Shout out if you're watching.
Shout out, Heather. Cool.
Still a contributor to that show, nationwide show. Yeah. Rancho Cucamonga member. Ask questions. I don't know what I'll say. I'm a little nervous. I want to give a big shout out to my man KJ because he has been a great influencer on me, an encourager, coming outside of the box, breaking out of our shell. I know many of you have had that same experience with Kevin James, so it's definitely a pleasure on this journey.
Yeah, thank you. So again, my story, as you know, I've been in video production for a long time now. I don't remember when, but I can tell you that this all started with an iPad. Several years ago, Annette Fraley, shout out to Annette Fraley, Sergi One, and so Annette and I had started doing video production with an iPad. And for many of those back in the day, there was like Frank, there was a bunch of great guys and ladies in the industry that I was trying to help as a licensed loan officer to bring business to. And so we were going out interviewing, and I would call it the Premier Agent of the Month. Back then, I was doing the Premier Broker of the Month. And so that kind of led from one thing to another. With my extensive background in real estate, being a licensed agent, and then making that conversion over to the wonderful world of jiu-jitsu. For many of you know, that's my passion. That's where I spend 90% of my life is in the jiu-jitsu world, teaching, coaching, training, traveling the world. And that's really kind of what led to me coming into the video production aspect of it, because again, it started with jiu-jitsu stuff, and then somebody one day had mentioned to me, oh my God, your business must be outstanding in business because of all the video. And that was the awakening moment in my life and in career about saying, oh, you know, I'm going to take that video concept and I'm going to apply it to business. And that's how I started with like, hey, I can feature you and we'll help drive sales and we'll create an awareness. And so here we are, fast forward a few years later, and now I had the privilege of working for American Financial Network for 4 years, handling all the social media and video production. And even then when I started, people thought, it's just not a big deal. It wasn't really impactful. It wasn't powerful. And then come to find out, it's actually turned into this. And this is, show them a little behind the scenes. You know, we went from small offices into my home office, now into a building, and now we're looking for a much bigger building. So we've really, in a short amount of time, have been very blessed and fortunate. Marco has been with me. We're coming up on his 1 year anniversary. I think, yeah, this month or next?
Whole year, yeah, this month.
It's this month. It's going to be Marco's been with me, which is the greatest gift that
with
God.
That Craigslist encounter.
That's the Craigslist encounter. But, you know, God works in mysterious ways. But Marco Antonio has been really the backbone of what I've been able to do in my life and in my business. And so, you know, it takes a village. It takes great partnerships. It takes great friendships. And so Marco is my business partner. He's not just, he doesn't just work. He's actually my business partner in KJG Productions. And we just came up with that. That's not really because I want to drive by name. It's really about who we are as an organization. And again, we put a lot of time, energy. Marco and I have spent countless and countless of hours talking about how we can bring value to you, the professional. Regardless of what business or industry you're in, the Elite Influence Show is about bringing you education, information, entertainment. So, like I said, this is our first segment, and here we are on live. And for the Facebook Live friends on Facebook, thank you for watching. This is kind of difficult because we don't get to share with you the lower thirds and maybe some of the commercials that we have here that are going to be posted on the YouTube. So again, if you guys are joining us, please follow us on YouTube because that's where the show is being broadcasted around the world live. And so we're going to be doing this with some really, really cool things every week. And so go ahead.
We definitely want your feedback. We encourage you to please give us feedback, ask
constructive
questions. Hey, any feedback you got, if there's non-constructive, then it'll be dealt with, right?
There you go. We'll deal with it. Yeah.
But definitely your feedback because we want to help you. Like Kevin said, this is about contribution. We have a lot of great community partners that we'll be talking about in the upcoming shows. We'll be bringing guests on. And again, it's all about contribution. I myself have had great mentors. I continue to meet great mentors. I consider Kevin-James a great mentor to me. And a big part of that is giving back. So mentoring others. I am a teacher at the Fontana Adult School. I teach video production, and I really am in love with teaching, giving back, giving information, and passing it on so people could take that, own it, pass it on as well, and make use of it. So with that said, we also offer workshops. We've done a great series of workshops that we have done, we want to continue to do, and help you guys be at this level, if not a greater level, that you could find your full potential in going.
And those workshops are elevating the social media evolution. Alexis right now is actually out. We're preparing for the next workshop here. Keep in mind, we do have David Halpern from Mastery Consulting, who is our personal business coach. I have several coaches, but he is the one on our business side that we are very much in partnership with, that we co-brand to help build. So we host twice a month. We host all the business professionals. We'd like to extend you a free invitation to attend, one, to see how it impacts you. But I assure you that if you come and give us a couple of hours of your time, you're in a room of a lot of great business professionals that share their best practices. And that, again, guys, it matters who you work with. I cannot tell you, I don't care what industry you're in. It really, regardless. We used to say, you know, it's got to be real estate, loan. But, man, we have every different industry you can think about. So whether it be beauty, whether it be cosmetic, whether it be jewelry, whether it be just selling tires, services, if you're an expert in a particular field, listen, we are the company to help bring you to a table that you can share and partake of a lot of great mindsets that will make, I'm telling you, you'll leave with a lot of gold nuggets in that 2 hours.
So you could see in the lower third, we have our Facebook group, facebook.com/elevating the social media evolution. If you can, go in there and join it. You'll have direct access to us, ask us questions, like-minded members who are on the same journey as you and all of us. And yeah, we all have some great feedback to do that. We have some great clients, right? Yeah.
Yes. Jeremy Forrest is watching. What's up, Jeremy? Oscar Dominguez is watching. Cool. So again, we can actually start having those people come participate and share in what we're doing. So again, for those of you who are Facebook Live, we are on YouTube Live. So we want you to go there. This is the influencer show. I'm just, the angle of this doesn't, I don't want to crop out Marco, but this is our new show that we're doing twice a week, bringing you the world's best professionals to help you. Again, we're still here live on YouTube. Again, we're doing multiple cameras, so we're going to show you what that switch is. If you want to see behind the scenes, you got to go to our YouTube. And so Marco's got it up on our page. What was it again, Marco? How can they find us?
Let's bring it back up. It's facebook.com/elevating the social media evolution, or just type in elevating the social media evolution. You'll see the page, and you'll see the good one is the group. Definitely join the group. And stay tuned for our next workshop.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of specials going on right now for you guys. Listen, it is the holidays. People are getting geared up. So I know a lot of professionals are considering change in organizations and businesses, and even in industries. We have people every year around this time that start to kind of get prepared for, hey, Kevin, I'm looking for something new. You know, I thought the real estate thing was my game, but the fact is that I'm starving in that industry, or I'm a loan officer and it's just not going the way I want. So again, we get asked a lot of times because we have such an immersed network of professionals. And again, guys, we're doing everything from every industry. We're doing fashion, we're doing automotive, we're doing makeup, we're doing clothing, we're doing fashion.
Professional sports.
We're doing professional sports. So we're going to make that announcement shortly here.
Let's tell them. I mean, listen, hey, so it's a season opener.
It is a season opener. So here's one of the great things. I'm going to let Marco talk to you about it because, again, we want to be as accurate and crystal clear in all our communication with you. And sometimes I get so excited that I use maybe the wrong terminology or the wrong word. So I'm going to let Marco, because he kind of does that much better. And then we're going to talk about some really cool things. But we do want to say that we are truly, truly, truly grateful. God has been amazing. Why don't you share with them our big announcement?
All right, so our big announcement is we're embarking in the world of professional sports. We signed an amazing community partner here in the community, Ontario Rancho Cucamonga professional sports team, the Ontario Fury.
Right.
We will now be working directly with Ontario Fury, content creation, getting the brand awareness out, making sure people come and fill up those stadiums. You guys got to support your local professional indoor soccer team. And here we got it. That's why I have this MASL, Major Arena Soccer League official soccer ball.
To watch the live
Check
show.
it out.
There you go.
And we're excited. One thing that I want to share about that is just before we came across Bernie Lillevoix, he came to visit us for the Ontario Fury soccer team. I just want to say I had a dream, and Kevin's big on dreams, and I know a lot of you guys are big on dreams, paying attention to your dreams. And I don't know if I expressed it to you, but shortly before they came in, I had a dream that we were at the Citizens Sports Bank Arena, and we were being walked around the sports arena, checking out the spaces where the camera angles were, the concession stands, and we were just doing like a walkthrough. I don't know why we were there. I don't know who exactly was walking us through.
Right.
But sure enough, a couple months later, here we are. This Sunday, guys, is the season team here in our own
backyard. Again, we're going to have some special coupon codes because we are handling all the social media marketing. So that's a huge honor for us, which is going to open the world to another opportunity for other professional sports teams that we will mention as we go forward. But our main focus right now is the OntarioFury.com. And so we are embarking on this new journey on a much different level when we originally talked. I mean, we're really taking this thing, the full plate of making sure that we're impacting, moving the ticket sales as we do for other organizations that we're working with, like Ashley Furniture. There are some huge opportunities in that business for us. The relationships with the Speed Journal, that future of automotive, high-end hypercar. We call it car porn, not to be negative, but the reality is if you're someone that loves, it's a very positive thing. If you just love high-end vehicles and you want to get educated and understand what the technology brings, I want to make sure that you kind of get to share in that, guys. And so
big shout out to Jeff Francis,
yes,
owner of the Speed Journal, chief editor. He has provided great opportunities. tell them about the last experience we had over there.
The one day was creating the documentary for sharing that experience for Mr. Spencer, which was an honor in itself. But even better than it was Daniel Thomas, I think. Right? What was the director's name of the Speedway? It was.
No, I'm not sure.
I forgot. But again, we're grateful because I got to do IndyCar. We created a movie on it. I got to do NASCAR with the spotters. 157 miles. No, 167 was my fastest speed. That is definitely a bucket list thing if you've never driven an IndyCar open wheel. And literally, it's like a jet on the ground. And it's just, there's no words to express that whole experience, but you got to do it.
And so, and shortly, we're all over the place. One thing that I really take a takeaway with Kevin-James is your sphere of influence, right? Yes. What it encompasses. And man, we're all over the place. I myself have a blog, sharkario.com. Check it out. And my main thing is, yeah, I do a lot of things on there. And my tagline there hasn't really been so strong, but it's all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff. Like I'm all over the place. I've been in motorsports. I did a lot of rock climbing, outdoor stuff, camping. I'm right now embarking on a ukulele journey. So check it out. I'm learning a lot of music, doing some reviews. Yeah. If you're interested in ukulele questions, throw my way. I'd love to play with people and all kinds of stuff. So what you could imagine, we could do it. I don't know.
So for those, again, if you're on Facebook, we love you. If you're watching us, great. If not, go to YouTube because that's where we're trying to get everybody to come to. That's our YouTube feed. Again, this show is going to be very dynamic. It's going to be very broad. Every week we're going to bring a different topic that brings value to you because, again, this original show is just going to kind of give you a feeler about who we are, what we do, what we believe. You want to show them some behind the scenes real quick for those of you who are watching on YouTube?
Where we are.
So this is our set. And so this changes frequently. Hey guys, this changes a bunch. As you know, again, guys, this is all about bringing things that will make a difference and impacting your business. And so this show, as we move forward, we're actually going to be giving you the tools and techniques that we use to make an immediate impact. And so those workshops are going to come online. We can talk about some exciting things, some tools.
I want to mention tools, and as we're talking about the social media and taking advantage of stuff, I want to give a big shout out to our man Cornelius L. Jackson, the $1 Million Agent. We have some new episodes coming out. We're up to episode 3. We have episode 4 in the works.
Right.
Entertaining, funny, very valuable. You guys definitely want to check that out and see the caliber of stuff we're doing, not just because we're providing the production for it, but we have some great partners we're working with great ideas and great opportunities to do great things.
Absolutely. And so one of the things, guys, that this is about, if you're following us in business, a lot of times where our logo is where marketing and branding begins. The challenge that we have for most professionals when we work and interview and as we prepare is that people come to us and they're like, hey, Marco, Kevin, we need video. And so the thing about video, like anything, you don't need to spend a lot of money. So we're not trying to just push on the fact that you got to spend, but whatever it is that you do, you got to be consistent. Mm-hmm. And so we're finding over time that we get a lot of people, professionals, regardless of the industry. I don't want to tag it to one industry, but they'll come to us and then they do this plan like, I want to do a video for this week. And so the problem is for many of you, you're in business for many, and so you got to change the mindset. And I think that's one of the most dynamic things that we're trying to help through our mastermind groups, through our meetings, our affiliations, and our workshops, is getting you to truly start to think about your future and what it is that not only is marketing to get the phone to ring, but what you're doing to build and establish a real brand so that people, they only want to work with you when they know you, they like you, and they trust you. And so that is one of the emphasis that I want to say, right, that we continue to learn. People only want to work with you if they know, like, and trust you. And the only way to do that right now in 2017 and the future is going to be video. The whole days of email, text message, I mean, that stuff does work. Please. There's nothing more personable than face-to-face. I still believe that is our core business. That's why we show up at the Rancho Chamber. That's why we're at the Upland Chamber this morning. We start, twice a week. We're up at the 7 a.m. breakfast meeting, shaking hands, introducing face-to-face. This is who I am. This is what we can do to help. We're here to be contributors, but you got to show up. There is no easy way. So again, guys, we're trying to just make sure that each and every one of you understand that whatever you're going to do, it doesn't really matter. I don't care if you're doing videos on yourself and you think they suck. Just be consistent at it. because that is how you're going to win over time. And so you got to measure it too. Everything that we've learned and everything that we continue to learn, the matrix about what our business coach is emphasizing, David Halpern. Again, a great shout out to David. About if you're going to impact your business, what you measure, it grows, but you got to measure it. So this whole dynamic of, I did a video, I put it on Facebook, or I put it on YouTube, or I put it on Instagram, it didn't work. Man, you can't just do one and done. There's no such thing. And so we can't stress enough to you the importance of having a strategy, a content schedule, which Mark will talk about, how important it is to write these things down so that you can go back and go, we did this post, it got 10 views, 2 comments. Because, and that's the other thing I really want to talk about. We learned this yesterday, that people are posting online and somebody engages you in a paragraph or a sentence. That's like somebody actually calling your business. You got to take the time to say thank you and respond and say, is there anything that I can answer? And I think that's where we go amiss, because the misconception is, KJ, I need 50,000 people to see me. No, you don't. You need 2. And if one of the 2 buy, you've accomplished your goal, because at that point, you're bringing value to them. They saw a unique selling proposition in you, and you both win. So it's not so much about the numbers. Yes, we understand it's important to get a lot of eyeballs, but the conversion, Mark, we'll talk about that.
It's like that saying that they say, quality over quantity. And it's one thing that we're definitely learning on social media, that many of you that already know and have social media presence. There's a big difference of having 2 million followers. If you're a local business and you have 2 million followers, they don't mean anything, because unless, you know,
they're engaging you. Yeah, go ahead.
Or unless you're, you know, shipping and you have a global audience. But if you're a small local business, what matters is your connection with your local customers. So those 200 customers that know your name, speak your name, refer you, are 100 times more valuable than your 2 million followers that might be in another country that just liked a photo of yours and become a follower. You want these people to engage with you, engage with your brand. So it's very important, like you said, Kevin, that you have to engage them back. You have to ask them questions. You have to answer them. I still feel good when I leave a comment on a profile that I really like or am following, and they take the time to answer back. It makes me a better ambassador for that brand or company or YouTube influencer, whatever it may be. So
one of again, I want to talk about misconceptions, because we want to leave you with value today. But please understand and hear me clearly and loudly that it does not matter how many views you get. It's about the engagement and what you do with the people that engage you. Because like Marco said, if you're a particular product and you're a soccer ball manufacturer and you can ship around the world, great. And the fact is, we want thousands that big yet. So focus on the people to your community.
David Halpern says you got to live life with these people. They're not just a number. They're not just a number or statistic. You have to engage them, and I really like that. David Halpern says that is live life with them. So you might see them at the coffee shop. You might run into them at the local eatery, wherever you hang out, at the park, local community events.
Absolutely. That's huge. And so again, the one thing that I've been very that I'm having a lot of success in is being omnipresent. And we talked about that, right? Because the value of being everywhere, showing up to every meeting, regardless that you think people like you, don't like you, it's irrelevant. The fact is that you're there with the right intention. This is always about what is your intention and what do you want. One of the things that I love is that we help you identify what is it that your goal is. What is it that you clearly want? And if you can't answer that in 1 sentence or less, we got challenges, and we want to challenge and encourage you that you got to slow down enough to know exactly what you want. Because again, you can do a lot of things and be a lot of things to a lot of different people, but that doesn't necessarily mean success. And success is measured in many different ways. So when we're able to identify what it is that we want as a professional, it really helps you focus on a target, and then we can help facilitate and be someone that really supports you in achieving a much more effective, maybe marketing strategy, a much more effective dynamic when it comes to who your audience is. And we have tools like anybody else, but as fast as the world's changing, as the algorithms change, as technology changes, let me tell you, we do this every day, and I still feel like I can't even catch my breath. I mean, because it's happening so fast. And so we really want to encourage and align you guys to be out in front. And so the Elite Influencer Show is going to do that. And so as we bring on more professionals in different industries, we understand it's not everything for everyone, but it is going to be a great resource for you. We're going to have a library for you to join our group, and that group will be set up, and then you'll be able to learn and take like a chronicle, if you will, if you had a particular topic, if you had a question about business, we're going to have the information at firsthand for you. If you're someone that's struggling with finances, we have people that can help sponsor you, maybe create co-branding partnerships, because we find a lot of success in that. So if you guys are watching on Facebook, whoever it is, please go to our YouTube, because we're broadcasting live on YouTube. That's where all the lower thirds, all the graphics.
Time shortly,
and we're coming up on time
to work.
Yeah, we got to go to work. But again, guys, we're just honored and privileged to share these techniques and information with you. Like I said, we had that big, huge announcement. There's some other great things happening in our studio. We invite you to come out and visit us. We're by appointment only. Where is the ukulele? I was hoping that he was going to
It'll make an appearance. The ukulele. Actually, one of my ukulele buddies is on my feed. On my feed here.
Cool,
big shout out.
Good. So again, we hope that you like
Señor Mudo,
our new set. Again, this is broadcasting all over the world. Again, we want to just empower and educate, not just from our own perspective and our own experience, which I think is a tremendous amount of wealth. So if you're someone that had questions, like, hey KJ, how do I do better social media? Hey KJ, what tool should I use, or what application or what program should I use? We'd love to be a resource for you guys, and then share our experience, because we're contributors.
Well, let's do this.
Yep.
Next week, we're going to be on again.
Yes.
Our goal is to be on every Friday, 10 a.m. So check your YouTube feeds, subscribe. You'll be updated as soon as we come on. But today was just an introduction episode, who we are, where we're coming from, where we want to take it, where we want to take you. But next week, we have a very special guest coming on.
Yeah, we do. And before that, listen, this is about tools. So I'm going to kind of lend to the real estate thing.
We'll go back to that.
So we're going to come back to that. But before we do, as we talk about tools, I just want to make sure that you kind of understand. So we made the new announcement that a series of tools, these are books, right? And so my name happens to be all over them, which is great. And my story is in here, so you got to get one. These are for clients. And this is, again, to help you, the real estate professional. If you're struggling in your business, you definitely need to call us, because we got a plan and a strategy that works. And again, for what it is, I can continue to tell you, I'm going to show you 8. Our goal is to have 16 by next year. So hold me to it. I said this last year, guys, books are coming, books are coming. Well, they're starting to come. And these are going to be very effective for you as tools. Really, I'm not trying to be a great author. I'm just trying to share our experience and highlights and bullets. These are short reads, 100, 125 pages on particular topics that will help you. So as anything else, we know that if you want to grow in your business, you got to educate, you got to get good information in. So we want to just be a great resource for you guys. And so, like I said, I just love doing these topics. If you're going through a divorce, for my friends out there that had asked me, here's some great, quick things that you need to consider as you're going through that divorce. I'm sorry that you're going through it. I've been through it, so I can feel and resonate and feel and relate to your pain. But this is a really great guide to help you get a clear understanding of what that is. And more importantly, how to make more money. Again, this is the big question that everybody has. KJ, how do we make more money? Call us. Write to us. Send me an email. Send me a text. Again, we want to just bring great value to you, our audience, that takes the time out of your busy day. We thank you. We're grateful for you. We don't want to take it for granted. We know that it is about our network. It is about building relationship. This is really about just kind of solidifying every relationship we have around the world. And more importantly, the things that we're sharing are things that you can use around the world. Now, for the local businesses, our goal is to help have an immediate impact in our local community, meaning 25 miles or less. We're going to be giving away a lot of stuff to the needy as the holidays come, but it shouldn't be just because of the holidays. It should be one of our goals as a business to constantly be contributors to everyone that we come in contact with. So, cool. What else do you got? Any questions?
So with
that said, feedback. We're asking for feedback, right? Feedback on our show.
Feedback. Send us emails. Check out our website here, kjgproductions.com. Stay tuned. Next Friday, we're going to have Richard Cruz of WSI Priority Media, a great influencer out there, local office, doing great things on targeted ads that will bring some great insight to the show. We're going to have some great questions. So that's next week, Friday, 10 a.m. Subscribe. A quick shout out. We had the Upland Chamber of Commerce meeting today. Awesome. That was a great one. You can see my badge here. Just ask. We had a great networking session, exchanged a lot of business cards. It was a pleasure meeting all of you there. Big shout out to Upland Laser, Dr. Dat Nguyen. I won a free teeth whitening. So next time, hopefully my teeth are as white as this background here. So that's a very cool local awareness spot. And I just want to throw a quick shout out to our local Coffee Clash, my favorite coffee spot here in Rancho. Yeah, support your local businesses, guys.
You guys got to support your local businesses. And like I said, guys, if you to help their business, we're definitely the company. Just Kevin, I got a friend really help you. The RN, she is an aesthetic specialist, and I've been with Amber. As you've seen, we were doing our Botox party and our filler party, and that was a huge dynamic. And then to our ladies, women's self-defense class that we're going to be running consistently. I spoke with Amber this morning. Every Monday night at 7 p.m. It's $25, 2.5 hours. It could save your life one day. So again, yours truly, Professor KJ. It's a different ad, a different role. And then, like I said, this weekend we got 2 great events happening. We're going to be covering the Ontario Fury. That is really, really just dynamic. And then I will be refereeing at the Long Beach Open for and that world is tremendous. There's a lot of opportunity that we can continue to have and help grow. So again, guys, we just want to thank you for allowing us to come into your homes, into your lives, into your time, and sharing all of our experience. And I hope that you found this show as we go forward very, very helpful, educational. And again, we got some great speakers that are going to make a big difference. And again, it's not really about secrets as much it is about having the ability to sit in a chair with someone who's gone through the pain. Because the one thing I want to remind you all, for us and Marco to get here, we have shed tears, blood, sweat, no sleep, and lots of sacrifice. And so the one thing I want to close the show with is, there's a saying that I always say, you know, whatever you truly love and you're passionate about, love always requires sacrifice. And so you never get to see all the heartaches that come. A lot of times we get to see the end result. And that's a very positive thing, but I want sacrifice. So for all you single moms that are out there working your butts off, for all you families that are out there struggling, stay focused. Surround yourself with great people who will be great contributors to you as an individual. It matters who you work with. Once again, I'm grateful to my business partner, Marco. Again, he is my best half. We love what we do. There's nothing better than sharing our passion and our dream. And 2 guys that just have a tremendous amount of conviction when it comes to helping you and giving you our very best. Again, we always want to bring more value, right? So this is about respecting your time, your energy, and your effort. So please hear me loud. Use us as a resource, whether you need contacts, whether you need training, education, just some help. We want to be that resource for you in our industry when it comes to social media, production. Once again, he's going to show you, we're going to switch screens here. The whole camera thing, multiple camera thing is really, it's really cool. I cannot tell you enough how awesome that is. And we ourselves have this great studio here that can change dynamics and settings. And so you're seeing a lot of things happen, and you're going to see more things happen in the next few weeks with some things. So you're going to be like, you get a new building? No, we just changed the set. And I got to tell you, from coming from an iPod, those things, my heart is grateful. I'm grateful to everyone that supported me. Yes, and of course to my partner, and then his wife, Ilana, who has been just so supportive. Because guys, to get to where we're at, literally, I mean, we don't get much sleep. And we want to talk about balance in life. It is about working less and getting more, but it does require a lot of sacrifice. And so again, this is, again, we're believing with our hearts that we're contributing to a great cause, and each and every one of you matter. Each and every one of you have a vision, and if we can do it, if we're able to live what we're doing, knowing where we've been and knowing where we came from, and I'm telling you, it's been a very heartache painful road, but we're here and we continue to see the horizon and the mountains, a beautiful thing. We're just going to keep one foot after the other and not get distracted, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's it. Don't get distracted.
We're running out of time, guys. Okay. We're going to be here next Friday, 10 a.m. Make sure this Sunday you get your tickets for Ontario Fury. OntarioFury.com, 3 p.m. game.
Yes.
Check it out. Check us out, KJGProductions.com. And next week we're going to have a great guest. We're going to talk about strategy, online presence. We're going to give away 6 strategies starting from $0 with a lot of time up to what if you have a lot of money to invest in little time, 6 strategies.
Yes.
So that'll be next Friday, 10 a.m. Subscribe. We'll see you then.
Subscribe. Thanks for watching. God bless, be blessed. Most of all, be a blessing. We're out. Hey, guys, thanks for watching our live show.